Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to CNU On The Lawn, the official student podcast of Christopher Newport University. I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Yamseiere.
And on today's show, we have two really cool people from the ORCA office. One is a research, help me out.
Apprenticeship program.
One from the research apprenticeship program, thank you, Yaz. And an ORCA ambassador, and they're on Talking with Yaz. This episode, I'm a little more behind the scenes producing, so I won't be in that interview. Like last week, you saw me do the interview, and Yaz was on the producing side. So we're trying out some new things, seeing, getting our little feet wet, doing new stuff around the office and helping out with the show. Yeah. So that's fun. But anyway, how's your day?
It's going well today. I have an assignment to complete all my ceramics today. They will be going in the kiln.
I saw your little sketches.
Yes. It's the only thing that will probably be warm this weekend.
Okay.
With the incoming snow.
Yes, the blizzard that is inbound.
The only blizzard I want is from Dairy Queen, but here we are.
That's real.
How's your week going?
It's not too bad. I don't mind the cold. I don't like all the ice out because a lot of the times, let's be honest, I'm late to class. Mm-hmm. I gotta take the most direct route, so I'm going straight across the grass, straight across the ice, and I'm just chunking in it. So a lot of times I have to be wearing my super uncomfortable boots, and I don't want to be doing that.
I don't know. I have some temptation every time it snows because I live on campus, but my family lives close by. I always have a temptation to walk an hour and 15 minutes to my mom's house in the snow because she thinks I'm not about it.
I'm not about that. I'm not walking that far in the snow. And before we get to that ORCA interview, in case you missed it, the Science and Engineering Research Center is now open on campus, aka the CERC. They've got classes going in there, and you can feel free to walk around, check it out, and see all the new cool stuff that's happening in there. So let's rewind a little bit and check out the ribbon cutting.
Let's go.
This is a building that serves everyone at CNU, and we are committed to ensuring it serves the Hampton Roads region through the research, the learning, and the programming that will take place right here.
And this building shows us what is possible when people work together to advance a common goal for the region and for the Commonwealth.
That CNU isn't just building the next generation of scientists, researchers, and technologists. They are building leaders with a well-rounded education in the liberal arts. All of our businesses will be better from the knowledge, insight, and passion that these captains will bring to our teams.
I think if we ask ourselves, or if we ask any individual around what is the most important thing to you, it's a job. It's a job that we can support ourselves, our family, and enjoy a great quality of life here in Virginia. And so as I ask people what they want to be when they grow up, the jobs, as you just heard and as you know, are in STEM. To President Kelly, to the board, to the students, faculty, staff, congratulations on CERC. Use it, enjoy it, and go out there and do great things. Thank you all so much.
Today we have Owen Hankey, a rap student in the Office of Creative Research and Activity, and we also have Kate Michelson, an Arts and Humanities Ambassador for the ORCA office. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
I'm doing great.
So can you tell me a little bit about what ORCA is?
Yeah, so ORCA is the Office of Research and Creative Activity. The office connects students with research opportunities on campus, and it's a great way to explore, if you're interested in research, what research looks like, and you can do it in a lot of different capacities through the office.
Yeah, that's amazing. So can you tell me about what your majors are and how that connects to the research that you're doing?
I'm a neuroscience and psychology double major, and my particular research, which I'm doing with the RAP program, pertains to how rats can alter their understanding of rules depending upon different conditions, and how different hormonal conditions affect how they make those decisions. And so that's really about cognitive flexibility and decision making, which is one aspect of neuroscience that I'm interested in.
And what about you?
Yeah, I'm an English major, so I work with Dr. Apolloni in the English department. She's writing a book right now that's looking at Shakespeare's works through a comparative legal perspective, and so it's been really cool to help her with her work and looking at primary sources and secondary sources and editing and citations and all of that. So it's been really cool.
So there's research is more than just science.
Yes, you can do research in any discipline. That's one big thing that we love to say in ORCA, because you truly can do research in any discipline. It just might look different depending on the discipline, but truly you can do research no matter what your major is.
Okay, so what does your job entail as an ORCA ambassador? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, so for students who are interested in research, I'm kind of a point person that they can come and talk to about getting involved with ORCA programming. I hold office hours every week, so students can come in and ask questions about research and things like that. The ORCA ambassadors are also present at like open houses and like student visit days, and so if you've heard of ORCA before even coming to CNU, that's probably why, because you might have seen us at those events.
Okay, and what are some of those job components that come with being a RAP student?
Well, it definitely varies from lab to lab. The particular work that I'm doing, it's a lot of scheduling.
Okay.
So we have about like 15 people in the lab. And so like making sure the work that we're doing specifically requires that people be in there 3 times a day, every day for probably 2 months. So getting that to work takes some time, takes some cajoling and working with people. Other aspects are like some data analysis, which I do like with assistance from my professor, the lovely Dr. Lapadova, chair of the psychology program. And so like doing data analysis and writing up abstracts for poster submissions and going to conferences. Like we're going to go to Boston in February 28th for the Eastern Psychological Association. And there are tons of conferences that all the other research labs and RAP students go to. And it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, it sounds like a great opportunity. How does research pull you apart from other undergraduate students when you're applying to scholarships or internships or even looking at graduate school?
Yeah, well, I mean, it can be super important because it can give you knowledge of the research process, which if you don't really know what research looks like in your field, that's super important, especially for like graduate school applications. They often want to know, do you know what it looks like to be a scholar in your field, to conduct research, however that looks for your discipline, and so that can be really important. And the ORCA programs that we have are pretty like entry level. You can jump in even as a freshman, and so that can be really great too, just to see, do I like research, am I interested in this, at pretty low stakes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean, it sets you apart for like internships. Like the skills that I've learned as being a RAP and other programs with ORCA, like the Summer Scholars program, helps me to like hone my research and critical thinking abilities. Like it's a lot easier for me now after going through all these research things for me to like critically analyze a problem or a research question, and that's applicable to so many different things, not just like scientific research. And I'm assuming that's true for the humanities as well. And like specifically for like domain specific internships or grad school opportunities, they want to see that you have at least some interest in the field, and like like you said, like you know what it entails. Like you're not going to go in there blind and have some and like tap out. Like they know that you're committed. So
yeah. What are some of the programs that ORCA has in their office? Yeah,
so there's 3 major programs to ORCA. There's the Research Apprentice program, where you're working collaboratively with a faculty advisor on their research. You're kind of learning the research process through that. And that you can do any of your years at CNU. You can even do it as a second semester freshman, which is really cool. And then we have the Summer Scholars program. That's an 8-week summer program where you work collaboratively with a faculty mentor on research, and that can be really cool as well. And then we have independent research grants, and so that's if you have a project idea that you're really passionate about and you want to kind of see it through, you can get funding from ORCA for that as well. So those are the kind of like 3 main programs. So yeah.
Are they all, do you get paid for these programs?
Yes, you do get paid, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, it varies by program, but all of them are paid, which is really great. So if you're looking for like an on-campus job, research is a great way to have a job on campus, but also be really building some really valuable skills.
And is that the same thing for the Lens Grant? I know you said that you were going to EPA.
Yeah, so like ORCA has the Lens Grant, which is $750 per poster application. And that has really helped me to be able to go to these conferences when I otherwise couldn't afford it, or it put a big strain in my budget. And like, you know, there are other funding opportunities, but like the Lens Grant is like the big one, and it's like the most accessible one for people to get for research. And it's really helpful for that.
So obviously CNU is a smaller campus. How do
Right.
you think that contributes or differs from other universities when it comes to undergrad research? Because it seems like y'all are doing a lot in your field.
Yeah.
And you're a junior and you're a sophomore,
Yeah.
so what does it look like?
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes a big difference. I think being on a smaller campus, you can get involved earlier. I think at like a much larger school, you might have to wait until you're maybe a junior or a senior, or even in like a master's student to or grad student to get involved with research. And so I just think the fact that you can jump in even as a freshman and do research is pretty amazing. I didn't know anything about research when I came to CNU, but I was actually at the President's Desserts and I met Dr. Salomon, who's our director of the program. And so I think it's just really cool that at any year you can go ahead and get involved with research.
Yeah, like I reached out to Dr. Lapadova like my fall of my freshman year because I wanted to get some hands-on experience in research to see if I wanted to do it. And all it took was like finding time in her schedule, and we sat down and chit-chatted. And then I was in the lab, and that was easy. And I think, like at bigger universities, you just don't get those opportunities. Like the nature of CNU being a small school and having like, I don't know what the total like funding level is, but like pretty substantial research for our size allows people to have those opportunities. And ORCA just like, if you can tap into those funding opportunities like Summer Scholars, the IRG, the RAP, and the Lens Travel Grant, and every other grant that they have, it can really accelerate any like research career.
Yeah. I completely agree. It sounds like they have a lot of good opportunities for the students here on campus. Is there any doors that research has particularly opened for you that you don't think you would have had otherwise?
Yeah, I think so. I think what comes to mind first is going to the Society for Neuroscience conference in November last year. Being able to, like, if I wanted to go, I could just pay the fee and I could go, but it would cost a lot of money.
Where was it?
It was in San Diego. It was in San Diego, California, for about a week.
Oh, wow.
And it was just a week full of neuroscience. So like from sunup till sundown, poster sessions, like the San Diego Convention Center is ginormous. And I wouldn't have been able to go to learn about this stuff in my field if I didn't have like research experience or something to present.
Right.
Like I got to do a poster presentation there, and I did a nano symposium talk there, and
Wow.
That's cool.
and like I would not have been able to do that to get like I can put it on my resume, but now I know the like cutting edge of research in my field because of like the opportunities that I've had and I've taken advantage of here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I think for me, in like a really practical sense, I feel like being in the Research Apprentice program has really like just strengthened me as like a writer, just in my classes as well. Like in just any English class that I'm in, I feel like I have such a better concept of how to like ask good questions and synthesize a lot of different sources and things like that. And just it really has strengthened my writing, and I feel like I can write stronger papers in my classes, and then even expand those ideas outside of class, just the way that I'm thinking as a research assistant.
So Dr. Solomon, he teaches classes, so there's some type of certificate I heard about. I think what is it called?
Yeah, there's a certificate in undergraduate research that's pretty new to CNU, and it's a 12 credit sequence. There's a 1 credit course, a 2 credit course, and then the other 9 credits would be 3 other courses that are like research related, and we have a list on our website of different courses that would qualify for that. So usually those 9 credits could be included in like your major classes that you're already taking. But I went ahead and I took the 2 credit course, which is like an intro to research, and that was really interesting. Dr. Salomon leads that course, and you just learn about different aspects of research. A big topic that we talked about this semester was AI in research. I know that's a big thing that a lot of people are talking about, and so things like that. It's very interesting to kind of learn about the research process through that classroom environment as well.
Absolutely. And so as we come up on the end of the year, what are some things we're looking for from the ORCA office? I know Pi Day has definitely been advertised, as well as the Cupola.
Yeah, the Cupola is our undergraduate research journal. You can put out submissions for that, I think, in May of this year, and that's super cool. That's a great way to get like a publication in. I'm hoping to submit to the Cupola this year, and so yeah.
Yeah, well, that's amazing.
Yeah. And for Paideia, it's a great opportunity if you want to get like presentation experience in front of an audience that won't like try to like dissect every little thing you did and like, no, that's not like I did 8 years of work and that's not what that means. And you're like, I'm 20 years old. but like you'll be talking with your professors, and they'll have like insightful questions that are just totally, I don't want to say from left field, but like they're from a totally different domain, and it makes me think about different things. And yeah, Pi Day is a great opportunity to like just get that talking experience. So.
Oh, absolutely. It's in-house, and then it's nice because you can have your family come.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. But just thank you guys for coming and all that insight today. So I hope you have a great rest of your year and finish strong.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for joining Yaz on the couch today.
And make sure that you follow CNU On The Lawn and all the official Christopher Newport Instagram pages.
Until next time, we'll be seeing you on the lawn.